Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to the latest live stream number 312. And topic tonight, what do you do when the weather interrupts you going sourcing? So let me know in the side chat, and if you're watching after the video is finished, the live's finished, what do you do when the weather interrupts you sourcing? Do you stay at home to look at your backlog? Do you revise your items? Do you try and go sourcing somewhere else other than like Carboots, etc.? Let me know in the side chat. Do excuse me, I've just been watching the first half of my team Chelsea and they're losing 1-0 again. That's just disgusting, don't ask. So I could keep abreast of the match. It's the half time now. I'll probably lose anyway. So I'm going to go in the side chat and see what we've got in the live. Put that there. Lovely, we're all good. Chris Tyler's popped in. Welcome, Chris. Oh, before I forget, I've got my profile there and in the description below as well. Check it out. I've been putting some bits of pieces like the old items on auction. See if that sort of bumps up, like ending the item and then checking all the listing out, title, description, specifics, and going through. I've only done about 12 so far. Do a few more tomorrow and Friday and that, and see if I can get others on auction. Mostly like 99p auctions, just to see if they'll just shift. Also, I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I have a Ko-Fi page, buy me coffee and that, and an eBay store, all in the description below. So I've got Chris Tyler popped in. Welcome. We've got Lindsay now from Dumpster Divers. We've got Pete Monkey Thrifter. Welcome. We've got Damien's popped in. We've got Pete's Toys and Things. Welcome, Pete. Appreciate that. Hope to see you at some point. Apps Court. Hi, Bills and Moon. Thanks for popping in. We have got Scooby Shaggy's popped in. Welcome. Got any questions? Pop them in the side chats. Let's have a look down the list. I think that's Sally Kelly. Wow. Hope you're well, Sally Kelly. Not seen you in a while. And Paul's popped in. Welcome, Paul. Paul, the other one, Jack. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all good. So. Oh, also, next Wednesday, before I forget, next Wednesday, the 3rd of May, which, if you don't know, is my birthday. I'll be 33. Yes, 33 years old. Wow. I'm getting on a bit, folks. I shall be live, hopefully with some guests. So hopefully next week be live with guests. Like a few drinks and a chat and a bit of banter. And what more could you want? So that'll be for next Wednesday night, live 8:30 p.m. with 2 guests. Right. So according, let's have a look. There we go. So what I do when the weather interrupts me when going sourcing, well, I have a look firstly on the Monday and go right Monday to Sunday and go shit. Like I use Accurate Weather, Beebs Weather website, and other places because they're all different anyway. And you check on the news on telly, and it's like right. I'm like okay, fair enough. And I go like, right, what have I got on? So I check on my phone and under my calendar, and I go, oh, okay, right, what have I got? Got that odds coming on, and then that gives me a chance to check out the websites of certain places that's either starting soon or just happen to be coming up. Like if it's a jumble sale or something or whatever it may be. Oh, it's told me I'm live. Notifications are doing well. Good. And if, for example, the weather, like the last few weeks and months and that, has called off for car boots, all the ones that I can get to within a certain mileage, I've been thinking, right, what else can I do? Is there a jumble sale on? Can I hit your charity shop? Or will I stay home to conserve a bit of cash, a bit of money, to go through my backlog, because if you can see, folks, little preview of the video that hoping to come out on Saturday. I've got to try and edit that tomorrow if it's not too long to edit. I'll see. But if you can see here, G-Rack shelving. Yep. Little preview of the shelving there. And basically I've pretty much filled it like quite a lot. I've still got a few items in the other room, and I filmed it was it last Friday or the Friday before? Well, I filmed it like some point like last couple of weeks. Me and my mum built it. Quite proud of ourselves. As you'll see in the video, we're not mechanical people, but we've done it. It's up, and I can sometimes like go through and look at, if I'm not like no car boots on, I've got nothing else that I want to go round and do, because sometimes I don't want to go around the charity shops or have a look through like jumble sales. I may stay home, conserve the cash, because I do need to conserve some cash, because I've got the Eastbourne meetup happening on 24th of June, hoping to stay there Thursday to Sunday. So I've got to look in hotels, and the one I want to stay in, Afton, they haven't got any rooms from Thursday to Sunday. They got some Friday to Sunday, but not Thursday. So I've got to try and see how much it's going to cost for one night, another hotel. Then that's besides the point. But it's saving cash, because I know at some point I'm going to get a big ass bundle of stuff, whether it be plushies, toys, games, books, or whatever it may be. A big bundle of stuff. Whether I get it from Carboots or from online sourcing. So I'd say if the Carboots are not on because of the ground conditions and it's raining, particularly has been raining, I think okay, there's no jumble sales. Okay, I'm not going to go out there. I'm going to save a bit of cash. So I look at my backlog and I go, okay, I can list a few items from my backlog. Then I can go through some of my items online, end a few items, sell similars, do titles, descriptions, check out the prices, and just do more photos and kind of spend the weekend in as such. And sometimes I get a bit like narking. I see mates, but very rarely and all that. But it's just like, as we've had a lot of rain over the last few months, which has called off many cars. I've only been to one car boot so far, and they've all been called off. And ones that people say that are on are too far away from me personally to get to. And it's all about logistics, like how far I want to travel as well to a car boot, a jumble sale. Because there is a couple on one north, one south on the 13th of May, which a couple of resellers told me about, which is cool. And I actually, you can think of that reminds me, I've gone up a few subs. If you haven't subbed or you want to get a friend to sub to my channel, I'm at 1.975, so not far off. So 25 from 2000. Because I had a few subs from a few people down at the Carboots who didn't realise I did YouTube. It's kind of keeping that quiet in a way of like stock I get and stuff like that. But is what it is. Let's read a few comments in the side chat. Hi Lee, thanks for popping in, Lee. Appreciate that. I don't know how far I got. I said hi to Scooby Shaggy. Lee's popped in. Hi Derek. Great live with Sophie earlier. And you've still got the monkey, giraffe mask, which well, true, but is what it is. There's a lot of people a lot younger than me. Right, both lines, James, all is well. And the fact is, the funny thing is, like, I'm 33 next Wednesday, 3rd of May, right? And funny thing is, like, the previous job I did was looking after children aged 4 up to 11 years old. I've done up from babies 6 months up to 15 years. And slightly older than that as well, like youth centres and that. But last year I was doing age 4 to 11 breakfast club, though, before school and after school. And cut a long story short, feeling my age as well, like seeing people about, and I'm thinking, whoa, like how old they are now, and see people online who I follow, and they're like, shit, I used to look after you, and you're now like 21 or 22. It's crazy, like considering that 2017 I left September 17, right? 18, 19, 20, 20, 20. That's like 5.5 years. So say the youngest probably would have been about well, I'd say 6, say 14 now. And considering if someone's like 11, yeah, they'll be 19. They'll be able to drink. It's how it happens when I used to go out clubbing, because I pretty much always 90% worked with children in some capacity in nurseries or day nurseries or breakfast after school clubs, holiday clubs, or, since I was 15 years old, youth centres and stuff for the older adults. And thinking, shit, because when I did used to go out in my early to mid 20s, clubbing and that, you used to see people about, and it's like, really random how, like, you think, shit, you should look after her or him. I was like, geez. That's why I kind of feel my age, not in my um aches and pains and like that sort of stuff, but as I used to look after kids, and now they're able to drink, I'm thinking, oh fucking hell. Anyway, hi James, thanks for popping in. Not tonight, no. It's next Wednesday, 3rd of May. So I hope to get some guests on and have a good chat and a few beers. And what more could you want? Derek says there, he tends to still go when weather is bad. Often can get good stuff and usual buyers not there. Unless it's really bad, then I won't go. But hard to predict. Yeah, definitely. Considering 95% of the car boots that I can get to are on grass, they just called off anyway. Except me, well, me, me local's done an arse thing a couple of weeks back. Some people might know. Our local car boots were like 3 minutes from my house, and they didn't tell people until like 7 o'clock or wherever it was, until they were there, ready to go in, that it was called off, and they had to wave people away. It's like hundreds of people there. I didn't go, but others I know went. I was like, shit, sod that. I went to a really crappy jumble sale, but last weekend when it's called off, they managed to tell people 2 days before. Good, but normally the other car boots are pretty good 1 or 2 days before. So yeah, as you say, most of yours are on hard standing, so you can, if they got undercover and that, if it is slightly spitting, they'll be all right. But no, the ground is pretty poor anyway. But I would like to sort of work out. But I know what you mean about the like, and this is really bad. It's hard to predict the weather, because some car boots, like there's a couple have been called off last few weeks. I think like 3 weeks ago, weather, but it was really sunny on the Sunday. But you had a little bit of rain on Saturday, and they just called off because they wasn't sure. You can't tell what the weather's going to be like. Oh, okay, the first, yeah, May, Taurus, the bull. That's what you need, yeah, because David M, who's used to be called David M, the car boot picker from Northern Ireland. His birthday's on the 3rd, and there's lots of reseller birthdays around May and like in May. Yeah, Taurus, the bull. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. Our local car boot is only about during spring and summer, so a lot of our sourcing is charity shops. But Lindsay and Alvin, I've seen your channel obviously before, and I know what you do. You go to charity shops, you dumpster dive, all that sort of stuff. But how do you find your charity shops, by the way? Because I know personally, for charity shops I go around, 90% of them are shit. Half of them won't take donations, even though they should have cleared their backlog months ago. But most of that percentage is due to they can't get the staff to work there to volunteer. Because like through COVID, a lot of the staff members who were older either unfortunately passed away, or they had to sort of not do it anymore because of health and safety reasons. Because there's a charity shop that used to be in my local town, um, and yeah, I featured it on the channel years ago, and it was really good, but it closed down because most of the staff there were older staff and they couldn't run it, so the company just closed it down, unfortunately. But sourcing charity shops around here is a bit meh for miles. I really have to go hours away to somewhere, wherever it may be, to somewhere new to be able to find decent stuff. Don't get me wrong, very, very, very occasionally I go round charity shops and I go, oh, they missed that, they missed this, but quite a lot of it they still having a backlog because they haven't got manpower to um take out the stuff at the back and put it on the shelves because the shelves are full of higher priced items that they can't get rid of. Like, the thing is though, um yeah, I see that all, like, as I say, the thing is, I see like a lot of my charity shops all the time, and I'm like, okay, reduce the prices, put a sale on. I haven't seen a sale in a charity shop in 2 years. They don't do them around here, or around the ones I go into anyway. I don't like particularly go to charity shops just to go there. I like, if I'm going somewhere, maybe if I'm down to posting something, I may pop in, or if I'm vlogging an area and I know there's charity shops, I'll do the research beforehand. Because if I'm like gonna be vlogging like a park or a museum or something for my outside interest vlogs, um, I will have a look to see if I've got time and see if there's charity shops around. Sometimes I do that after early jumble sales. If they're like at 9, 10 o'clock, I look at charity shops. But if they're 12, 1, 2 o'clock, I don't bother because it's too late. But and if I'm like, there's a book fair on every Saturday, like a very small book fair in a church, not too far away, and there's charity shops nearby, so I try and do that. But I don't normally like look at them personally because they're all higher priced and stuff, and most of the big ones sell on eBay, and you know that anyway. And the ragman comes to collect a lot of the stuff anyway, so but you very occasionally get some good stuff that they miss, which is very rare here. But obviously, other parts of the country, it's different, where you see like sort of Sarah Resells and Emma Reseller and Reseller T and other people like that on Instagram chat shopping. I think, flipping hell, what you got here? Mainly clothing, and I'm not clued up about clothing myself. But Pete says there, if car boots are cancelled, most charity shops near him are pricey for reselling. So Facebook Marketplace, ask friends and family if they have anything, auctions and death pile. Correct. So I'll go through that. So car boots cancelled. Yeah, I understand about the charity shops are pricey. So Pete Monkey Thrifter goes on to Marketplace. He asks friends and family and tries because Pete's doing a lot of auctions. Check out Monkey Thrifter's channel because a lot of auctions he's been doing and getting some good stuff. And obviously his backlog, death pile, go through. But always try and make use of your time. I can understand like if you've got kids and that's very difficult to have time to resell. If you set yourself going onto a car boot, but it's got cancelled. That's why you got to look at the weather a lot. Always been a weather buff, trying to work out the weather if it's going to be here. Because in this country, you never know what the weather's going to be like that particular day compared to what you have to wear. Because we have so many clothing options that we have. Like if it's really warm, you don't want to wear a jumper. If it's slightly raining or if it's spitting or like windy, you got to put like a jumper on or one of these. You know what I mean? It's like crazy, but especially around the car boots. Like I've been to so many car boots over the years where that I've worn like a little coat and a hat and because it's like -2 in the morning. But by 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's gone to like 10 degrees. It's like really warm. Think shit, it's warm. So you got to basically think, I got to go back to the car, take your coat back, and you know what I mean? It's that thing. Like think, to be honest, I think we spend like many hours thinking what to wear. Plus, if you're going around sourcing, you don't want to be taking off your coat, put it back on again, take it off. Like especially around car boots, because you miss out the items. You have to stick it in your bag and then have a heavy bag, or you have to go back to the car and dump it and make sure it doesn't rain or windy. It's crazy. But yeah, good idea from Monkey Thrifter there about other places to source or through your death pile. Might actually be dry on Sunday now, but rain on Monday. Hi Ian, thanks for popping in. Let's have a look. Weather. Where are the weather? Rain tomorrow here in the afternoon. Okay, Friday. Partially raining Saturday. Sunday from 12 o'clock, raining and thundering. Possibly, yeah, fingers crossed, touch wood. And rain on Monday. But that could change. It depends on how wet the fields are, because there is a new car boot. I won't say where it is, of course. Opening on Sunday. Hard standing. So if it is bad and it isn't raining, then that's one to go to. It won't be great because the fact is, like, it's nothing, like, many people probably won't know about it. But it's not too far away, so it's okay to do. But yeah, you never know what the weather's going to be like anyway. What we got? Hi, Pete WW. Thanks for popping in. Yep, all is good. All is well. Lou at Fernley. Thanks for popping in. Don't think I've seen you there before. Well, it wasn't like, I know 33 and that. What I was saying, Lou, is the fact is like I feel my age because I worked with children since I was 15, and I see them grow up and grow up and grow up, and half of them are still local-ish, and like I've just seen them over the years in nightclubs and stuff, and I've been thinking shit, or the pubs. You see them in the pub to their boyfriend, thinking, hang on a minute, 5 minutes ago you're like 8 years old. It's like crazy, but yeah. Oh, that was great. Yeah. If you don't know, thanks for reminding me. Actually, I went to, basically, there's a popular and very famous record store called Banquet Records in Kingston upon Thames. They it's better. They're like basically world famous. Many bands there, and they do like music and stuff in the local nightclub, Prism nightclub, Banquet Records. And I saw them at the Alternate, I think it was Alternate, in Leicester Square back on 17th of March, and they were doing a signing, because they do many signings. I think they've done about like 6 or 7. I think their last one was like last night in Bristol, Rough Trade in Bristol. And I got 2 CDs signed, and the band members, Muggins, hey, Row there, one end. Next to Row is Chris. Then you got Rory, and Rob. So yeah, it was really good. Went at 7 o'clock and it's like got in there nearly at 8. And yeah, great. So you enter Shikari. Once again, I got 2 albums signed. So you can't see that very well, but might be able to see that one, yeah. And a good banter in the chat, in the queue, and I couple of minute chat with the band and got stuff signed, and yeah, really happy with that. And because they're doing a lot of things because they had to get from there, which was at 11ish when it well, after 11 they had to like literally go wherever they were going in London to hotel to because they're playing Sunday brunch last Sunday, and which I rewatched, and it was like wow, playing one of the songs, and had a chat with the presenters and stuff because at the moment, Enter Shikari, they're vying for #1 album. If you're a fan, do go and buy the album or download it on iTunes or whatever. And because they're vying for #1, their first ever #1 UK album in the pop charts. Rock charts have done it a few times, but like especially with singles and stuff. But the album, they've never done one. My other favourite band, Don Broco, who are from Bedford, they've done a #1 album last year, and it was great. And they're put out a post to support their friends at Enter Shikari to get #1 album. Hopefully they are, but it's really close. Not many albums in it though. But yeah, it was great to see Shikari again. Always have Monday auctions to fall back on if no Carboots. I have a local guy that sells there too, so he's always delivers my lots for £10. All right, that's always good to have someone who you can fall back on. So like a contact. Um, yeah, if you can't get to anywhere, you're low on stock. Looking good for your age, but I wouldn't guess you're older than 21. That's been said about 1,000 times. Legend. Yeah, literally. Take my glasses off. Yeah, it's good to long hair. I'm waiting a haircut. Like a couple of Fridays time. And without like beard bits, and I look even younger. Yeah, 21. Yeah, that's about right. People do say that's why even to this day it's still difficult in some pubs and clubs and venues that sell alcohol to be served because I always think I look younger than I am. And then they're like thinking, "Here's my ID." What? All right, but even local ones, they don't. They ask for ID sometimes, but not for a while. Very occasionally, but these days less and less. I remember when I was like 19, 20, and I got asked for ID for a pair of scissors. I'm thinking, all right, I know like you fair. It's fair enough, but I'm thinking, shit, scissors. You know what I mean? I can understand why, but yeah, it happens quite a lot when I'm like 21 and like I think people think I'm younger than I am, but then they get surprised. But I'm always happy though when I go to a new pub or even the local ones or clubs or whatever and venues that do have alcohol, but they don't ask me for ID. That's why I tend to have some sort of facial. You know what I mean? It sort of thinks, oh, okay, you might be older than don't ask, but it really doesn't bother me. It used to, I suppose, in the old days, but these days I don't give a shit. If I ask for ID, I'm thinking, yeah, we got an ID. ID. I'm over, way over. Howdy, MD Pickup, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're well over there in the US. I've got any questions? Pop them in the side chat. I know I'm a little bit far behind. I bumped into a couple of ex-girlfriends' children who are now grown up and are parents themselves. Where did mate? Yeah, that's like wow. Ex-girlfriends' children who are now grown up. Wow. Yeah, it can be quite what's the word? Awkward. Yeah, awkward. Or very awkward. I know that. Like when some of them are like what 21, 22, 50, 22, say 15, 6, 16. Yeah, say 21, 22, roughly. I'm thinking, bump into them and go, oh, hello. Do you remember me? It was not very often, but it's even worse, though, when you bump into old teachers, old school teachers. I did that a couple of years. No, actually, no, I did that just before COVID, actually. Oh, wow, just jumped. Just before COVID, actually, yeah. I bumped into an ex-teacher, and it was, like, very awkward. Because obviously I finished school in June 2006, and it's like 10, 17 years, nearly 17 years ago. I'm like, wow, how time flies. Um, Living by the sea, a local car boot can be pouring with rain, but another car boot 15 miles down the road can be fine and sunny. Yeah, I see that a lot on the news and on like the weather apps, and that you can see weather coming in. Yeah, it's not here because usually 7 times out of 10 rain in the afternoon on Sunday rather than in the morning. But I know down the south coast it's raining. But it's what it is. But as I say, what I do if the car boot's not on, I'm always checking during the week, and if I know they're not going to be on, I'm thinking, right, any jumble sales? Can I source online? Do I really need to go out and source because I've got a big backlog? Best to save money because I've got to save money for the Eastbourne meetup in the 24th of June. And I'm thinking, right, got a lot of backlog, got to get it listed, but it's a weekend. Thinking it's difficult though, but normally I've got something on most weekends anyways, other than car boots and that, if they're rained off. But sometimes I do stay in and just chill out because I get burnt out a lot and chill and go, right, I'm going to list a few items here. Got this because now I've got my new G-Rack shelving unit, the 5-tier one. It's easier to see what I've got rather than having it all piled everywhere, which there's still a few bits here and there, but yeah. Lovely. Lindsay and Alvin says there, funny thing is, Peter, a lot of the charity shops are quite expensive here, but they take their donations and then throw away the stock. There are a couple of good shops that we use though. Why would they want to take donations and just throw it away? I don't get that. I can't think of any charity shops that take stock and throw it away. They take stock that they may not want it when they're sifting through. Because there's only one charity shop that I know of, possibly two, but one locally that takes most things. Well, literally, they've got a big baby cot where they just shove you shove the stuff in. So I've got some donations and put them in. They may not take it, then they may give it to a Ragman or another charity shop because they are quite pally with the other charity shops down on this parade of shops. But I've never seen any really throw it away. They've either on their eBay store or it's to the Ragman if I don't want it. But quite a few charity shops I pop into when I do, they either have no donations or they literally sift through your donations when you're there and go, I can't take that. I'm not allowed to take that. Take that down to sound. So I'm thinking, oh, I've seen verbal arguments, nearly punch-ups about stock. Oh, I don't know, charity shops. Why have I got to go down there when you take this here? And they just, like, literally dump it, like, down the dump, or they, don't know, because quite a lot of stuff gets illegally dumped by people anyway. Because I've seen, like right verbals in a charity shop because charity shop can't take the stock and there's no notice to say they can't take it. But yeah, that's a bit weird though. Lindsay and Alvin. Hi, Ali, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Hi, Lincoln Seller. Thanks for popping in. We've got 18 watching. If you're on Facebook, then I'm on Facebook as well. 18 on YouTube. So for me, send you the comments. Yes, Pete, we haven't seen it. Have seen it many times. That we get caught on camera. Oh, I talking about Monk 50. I see. Okie dokie. First week using my Zebra printer. All going good. Just need some more sales to use it more. Yeah, good luck with your Zebra printer. I don't have one. I'll just use the normal printer. An older one. It works fine and just cut out the labels. Bill's Moon says, when I was younger, I didn't get asked for ID until I was in my late 20s. I think I'd stopped trying to look grown up. See. Because obviously women always, like, never get asked for ID. Like, it's a bit weird if when I do, I haven't been asked for ID for about a year. Even if I funny thing is though, the cracking thing is though, when I went down, up, I should say from where I live to the meetup in Hitchin, where Nick and Andrea used to live, right? For the meetup in January, me and Andrew Nolan, Money Mental UK, you might know him. Drinking with Andrew, glug 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 glug, chug. We went on a quite a good night out. It was fucking brilliant night out in Hitchin. And we should have done basically that on the Saturday, but we went a bit late, too late. It's understandable. But on the Friday night, literally, I don't think I got asked for ID once. Not in Hitchin. I didn't even get asked for ID by the bouncers walking in the nightclubs. They didn't even frisk you because bouncers here, especially up London, they like frisk you. Have to get all. I remember a nightclub in Sutton, called Wonderland. It hasn't been there for many, many, many years. But I used to go there in my early to mid 20s, Wonderland, and we used to get asked for ID a lot. We used to have put all the bits on the table and get scanned, and but in Hitchin, nothing. And in Eastbourne pubs, nothing. No, I think I did. I think I was all right. I never got asked for ID. I'm like, wow, it's great. But yeah, hi Stu, thanks for popping in. Go down the list. Have you got questions? Pop them inside chat. Also, hoping to have my video from Ed putting up the G-Rack shelving. Hope to edit that tomorrow. Depends how long the video is. Depends on how much time I got. If I do, I probably get it out for Saturday around 6:30ish. And yeah, hoping to do that because it is a good video because me and my mum put up the shelving and it's like we're not mechanical people and it's hilarious. But we do it and I feel it because I've got to take a picture after this of all of the shelving, one picture to put on the video near the end. And hopefully do that. And if there's no Carboots and I'm not going anywhere, I may even over the weekend do a gaming video. I might continue Sniper Elite 5. I haven't done that for months because I don't really need to source as much. I need to save up some cash for the meetup and that. So hoping. Hi Michelle, thanks for popping in. Hope all is well over there in America. Yeah, some people do. It's a funny thing. That reminds me. Back in 2006, when I finished school, they had the prom. Well, nearly when I finished school, they had the prom. We went up to the local Epsom Downs racecourse, one of these suites there. Lovely place. And there was a guy there, 6 foot, wherever it was, grown a beard. Like, go up to the barn and get a pint straight away. Well, we weren't allowed to drink any alcohol, but that's besides the point. But it was like, yeah, I get that. It's good when you don't get asked for ID. Yeah, always. I was getting served in pubs in Worcester at 16. Not bad at all. Yeah, I went, like when I was at college, I used to have a friend years ago, called Simon, and his brother, who was about a number of years older, probably about 8 years older, working in one of the ex pubs. I can't remember what it was called now, but it's not been there for about 10 years, 9-10 years. About that. Then there used to be a massive long place. We only used to be allowed in there because he worked in there, and we were in there for weeks, when I was 16. But I was drinking when I was 15, like around happy people's houses and stuff, and family dues. But yeah, anyway, less about that. Hi, Kathy, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Let's get down to more reselling related. Right. And that's also as well about jumble trails. I've seen that Fix is saying about the Fleetwood one. There was one on last week on Sunday, and I didn't go because I knew it was going to rain. And there's nothing worse going on a jumble trail when it's raining. Literally, like a garage sale thing when it's raining. No point. And you don't get half the stalls that set up anyway. They don't bother. It's even though you need an app to sort it out. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna quickly have a look at the Chelsea game. Putting this stuff in the side chat. Don't say we're still losing. Oh, we're still losing. Oh, great. Absolutely useless. Oh, we brought a striker on. Anyway, but hi Richard, thanks for popping in. Richard Payne there. Appreciate that. So, but yeah, I've got, let's say, lots of stuff I need to get sorted out, listed. And sourcing wise, because I need to save up some cash. To have a look. I won't go out on Saturday, I don't think, because there is a little book fair I could go, but I want to save some cash. So I'll probably, unfortunately, be in the weekend. Oh, even though it's going to rain, but it is what it is. So then that's on a Sun. I'll see what I feel like. But it's you've got to take a balance of like thinking I've got a lot of stock, even though if you've got a contact. So sometimes what people do tell me is when they got contacts, right? Like for example, contacts from a charity shop or from a car boot. Sometimes you feel you have to keep them sweet, buy the mundane to get the good stuff, which people do tell me. And it's like it's always a certain point. Like you don't want to get too much stuff to like fill it through. I know as a full-time reseller, it's good to get stock in, but also got to get it out. So you got to find that time to list as much as you can, which I very rarely do find the time to, because when you've got multiple sources, like for example, you try and list enough on eBay to make it worthwhile to list your 20 a day or 10 a day, whatever it is, edit videos, family, things you've got to do, so sort out like your eBay room, list if you're listing on other platforms. So there's enough to do. That's why I tend to try and get items that are scheduled throughout a few days, so I'm okay. And that, but it can be very difficult to get a chance to list, and that, but is what it is. Let's go. No worries, Lindsay Alvin for topping in. Appreciate that. Let's go down. Let's get any questions. Pop them in the side chat. Ah, lovely. What's that? Mugs. We're talking about really what mug was that? Oh, you got a mug at the arcade. Ah, yeah, I've got a couple of mugs to shift through. Well, mugs. Go through. I haven't got many at the moment. Beer steins and stuff and that, but no mugs like that Disney one. Walt Disney. That's in America. You got Epcot, which is right there. Someone brought that back, obviously, from Disneyland, made in Thailand. Okay, probably £10-15. Says Grand Pop on the side there. Then this one I picked up at a really disgusting, crappy, the worst jumble sale in the whole world. Basically, the Scout Hut is just dirty as hell, and I won't go there anymore because that's a place where I got COVID, unfortunately. But I say no more. But I did pick this up. Donald Duck, feisty since 1934. Well, Walt Disney World. That's £15 right there. Version on 15 to 20. Mine's the dust. I've got duster over there. I've got one nearby, but yeah, pretty okay to shift out through. I do sell a few over the years. Come back through. Also, what I kind of what I did forget, I've just remembered to think about, because I think about loads of things. Yeah, it's a nice 3D Donald Duck mug. I've had a few 3D mugs over the years. They do sell pretty quickly and sell well. Is Oh, I forgot what I'm going to say now. um, no, I can't remember what I was going to say now. I should have said what I was going to say beforehand. Well, I just remembered. It seemed keeping in with the topic tonight. What do you do when the weather interrupts you going sourcing? So I said what I do. Depending on how I feel, like I go through items as well as what I said I do. I go through items, have a look, see what I've got, see what I fancy listing. So some of them I don't fancy listing. Like if I've got like a lot of board games, I'm not look through, or if I've got stuff that needs testing, I just want to fancy the easy to reach stuff, games, toys, football cards, etc., etc., etc. DVDs, for example. But it's always nice to get out though, because these days, like over the last couple of years, when I go to like jumble sales, jumble trails, if I do go back it anymore, Carboots now, I bump into people, not just in the queue. Well, I speak to a lot of people in the queue, and like, I get to know people, and bumping people around the car boot, and like, oh, some people like say they're so and so, and they say hi to me, but I see the usuals round car boots and jumble sales and have a nice chat. Some of them are bigger resellers than others, and some of them like literally think shit. Like basically, some of them you think shit. Why they come up talk to me? Because you get these people like you think, oh, do I have to? But then a lot of them are friendly enough anyway. But yeah, it's always good to meet people, the regulars and the new people who see me. So I do get noticed a fair amount. But I've never been noticed as like see me on. Basically, I've been noticed on for doing my YouTube and that, reselling around car boots, charity shops, jumble sales, jumble trails, etc., etc. But not when I've gone for a pint with a mate, or I've gone to a nightclub, or I've gone to like another venue, like a do or something, and no one's recognised me there. As of yet, time will tell when it will happen. Guarantee when you get a little bit bigger, because I'm not far off 2K. I'm sick of saying that. Anyway, let's have a look down the list. I've got a goodness Guinness mug, but it's so faded, I think it should be thrown away. Well, have a look to see online to see if anyone's selling faded ones, because I'm sure someone will buy it to just use. If you range, we have a lie in. Too much stuff already. I like it when the boots are cancelled, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. Yeah. It's one of those things, though. What I felt years ago, like when I went to Boots, first went back to Boots 2018-19 season, I was like, shit, I didn't go to this car boot. Oh, what? Sounds so, I've got X amount of stuff, and oh, shit. Like, get FOMO. These days, for like last year and a half, 2 years, well, say 2 years, I've not really had FOMO as such. If people get your items, fair enough. I haven't gone to that particular boot sale or charity shop, or I know where it is. It's like, well, good luck. That's their bag. I always say, first come, first served, always. And in the boot sales and the jumble sales, got to get your elbows out, get out of the way. Always. And yeah, I get a bit narky as such when you see something and you think, what, wow, especially at Carboots, and you basically hop, skip, and a jump, running to get this item, and then some other reseller nips in and gets it, and like, oh, and then you end up having a crap day because of it, because you're thinking, shit, that item I should have had, but you just got to think kind of beyond that particular and go, right, okay, I've missed the item. I'm not going to be despondent. I'm going to go round, have a good look, and and get some good bits. But as oh, don't start that. Oh, don't. I've given up with Chelsea. They're useless. Say no more. Um, it rains. Yeah. Boots cancelled. Missing out. Yeah, it's good to have a lie in. I don't tend to try and lie in too much. Otherwise, I lie in all day. I still do that, but I try not to. Testing a PS3. Hi, Crispy. For the past 3 hours. Ah, well, if you've got the right games for it, then I understand why. Used to do that myself. But for these days, when I get consoles and games and testing, I just go boom, 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 done. But occasionally I do. If it's like a Mario Kart or a Resident Evil or something, yeah, you've got to give it a little try. But I can understand that. Yeah, the question is, does it work? Um, um, I was testing a DJ Hero for an hour. Says fix it, Lee. Or two the other day. So they go cheap but fun. Sold it now. Anyway, nice one. Only stopped 'cause I need a drink. Fair enough. And actually, other point, like relate to a topic, another little branch of a topic is where, like, if you don't go sourcing and you look through your backlog and go, okay, I haven't gone sourcing today during the week or carb at the weekend. I haven't gone today. I'm going to test this PS3, test this Wii, or whatever. You get down that rabbit hole of yes, it needs testing and looking at, but I've spent 2 hours being shit. I've spent 2 hours testing whether it may be Mario Kart or whatever other games it may well be. Thinking, oh crap. And then you think, shit, that's oh, I did start at like 9 o'clock. Now it's like half 11, 12-ish. Time for lunch. And then you stop, and it's like, yeah, very hard to get started once you stop. You got to get in that flow. Don't get interrupted. My point, problem, I say, get interrupted quite a bit. Oh well. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think in your field you would though, Chris, when you got gaming consoles, as you do a lot of those. Anyway, there's enough on a field for everyone. We've got nuggets as people are packing away. True, but if you saw Nick and Andrea's latest car boot footage, then I wouldn't say there's enough there. They got enough, but it wasn't enough because there wasn't much there. And I went to like a Saturday one last year a couple of times when I went during summer. It was like very sparse, but it may be okay because there's another Saturday boot sale that are having some landscaping on the field. So they are not until June, I think, something like that. And there'll be another one that's opening this Saturday. No, not Saturday. Sorry, next Saturday. Whether it will be open on the coronation day, who knows? But open Saturdays from May till September, and it will be for a while slightly busier than normal. But usually it's crap. And it's all dealers and people buy for games and stuff, and it's rummaging in their boots. Oh, I can't be bothered with all that. No, I cannot. But yeah, normally, as what Kathy says there's enough stuff for everyone. But it all depends on what you look for, though, because you've got to do some prior research. Always good to research items and go, okay, I might look out for that. Someone says X, whether it may be X, whether it is on a live, have a look at that. But that's why I'm always looking for different items. Yes, it'd be nice to get like PS3s, like backwards compatible ones. Backwards compatible, I should say. or football shirts and stuff, and games and good stuff and that. But if I can find other things, then it is worth it to look for, because a lot of the people are looking for like shoes, clothing, games, toys. You get to know at Carboots, you get to know quite a lot of sellers and even people who buy from themselves. What they're picking up. Think, oh, she's there for plushes. He's there for games. He's there for big bits of Lego or Playmobil stuff, and you know what people are wanting anyway. Um, uh, Depends if I'm hungry or not. At the last one I went to, I couldn't be asked. To be honest, it was getting too late. No, if I finish around the boot sale early, because last one was bank holiday, last bank holiday. If I finish around the boot sale early and I fill up to it, then yeah. But normally, no, I won't. Probably not at the boot sales, because you never know what shit they are. I may get a drink or a cup of tea in a plastic cup. I want a polystyrene crap, and he's like squashing me, like holes come out. No. Um, Blimey. That's a very long, thorough test. Probably best keep it anyway. We have done for 2 years. Yeah, I do occasionally, but depends if I'm feeling up to it. I just can't be asked like realistically, because they're quite expensive. I say it, a can or something, or a cup of tea. Yeah, but very occasionally I do, and I'm happy with it. Fair enough, Stu. Oh, fair enough, Stu. Well, yeah. Um, 6 donuts for 4. Yeah. Oh yeah. I sometimes I have a donut, but I get all bloody sugary everywhere. Yeah. Um, Richard says here, boots are rarely cancelled, even if it's raining. Just less people at them can find some good stuff as less buyers, less resellers bother to go. Yeah, around where you are and a bit further afield, yeah, a lot of them don't cancel, but here, always cancelled if it's a drop. I suppose it's a southern thing compared to northerners. Look, let's not get involved in that. North and south divide. Oh, sometimes when I remember and I'm like, got a drink to hand, I take a drink, but I always forget. Half time I don't even get time for breakfast because I'm running late. Like the last one I went to, first one for this year, I was running late. I took some crushed mini cheddars with me, mini cheddars to eat in the car before you get into the boot sale. I'm flipping starving. I was. Um, but it is what it is. Um, but that also depends on how far you travel to a boot sale. If you got to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, because there's not that well. There's about possibly one, maybe two, if I can remember, that start later than like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. But most of them start at that time. So I don't really have time to rush in, try and be quiet, get something to eat, put it away, and get out again. I very rarely do. That's why I do need to plan beforehand, night 2 days beforehand, to get something like bring to eat. I very rarely do, especially when the weather is hot. Like last summer, we saw some of my car boot videos. Literally during the summer period last year, it was so hot. Oh mate, I was melting. Oh, at the last August bank holiday boot sale, it was about 30 degrees. I was just melting. I was like, oh, it's so hot. It was cold during the morning, like proper early, but literally later on, it was so hot. I was like, I couldn't believe it, how hot it was. And I think I'd brought some water, but no food. So I had to get something. But no, just too hot. Um, Plan. Went to two boots on Sunday, very small one, around 10 sellers. I picked up some cracking items. Yeah, I always say at a car boot, it only takes one stall to make your car boot trip worthwhile. If you travel 2 minutes from a car boot from your house, or an hour away, or 2 hours away, you've got one stall to make up for it, to cover your petrol and a lot more. But very far and few between, really is. That's why you've always got to research beforehand, which I do January and February. Research car boots. 'Cause I learned a few car boots, and you also need to know, like, have people message you. Will is a nice feature about car boots, jumble sales, and other places that's on. So they just randomly message you occasionally, go, "Oh, did you know so and so?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't actually. Thanks for that." Even if they're not going or they are going, which is a nice feature. I've got a couple of people who do that now, which is really nice, and kind of right, rather enjoy that inside of it. Because I find like jumble sales quite hard to find. Always have done, always will do, and haven't got. Well, one in May, no, possibly two in May on the same day, but depends on which one I want to go to. And that. Uh, okay, but the rest of it's like here and there, because all the ones that were on week after week have now finished until the end of the year. Um, right, but it depends how I wake up. Depends if I'm in a good mood for the car boot or not, because I have to be really focused and in a good mood to actually find good stuff. If I'm not in a good mood, I just gloss over the stuff and go, oh, whatever. But it is what it is. If I'm standing in a car boot queue, or where you wait to go into the car boot, and even if I see a lot of resellers that I chat to and see people that I kind of recognise, go, oh, okay, they're after so. I'm thinking, if I'm in a good mood, I'm like, right, I'm going to beat them to it. If I'm not in a good mood, I just, oh, whatever. But you've seen it in the past with my car boot videos. If I'm in a good mood, then I'm actually going to properly look through. I have a habit of not properly looking through things because of like when I film and stuff. But these days, I just tend to have a look through and forget I'm filming, and I don't sort of draw attention to it when go around a car boot, or like charity shops and that. Now, another places, I don't film in jumble sales or whatever, because that's just like really kind of hit and miss thing to do. But like when you go on car boots and that, like I think fuck it, I'm filming whether like it or not. Finish my touch wood. Never had any issues. A couple of people asked me, "Are you filming?" Yes. No, I just like to say yes. I'm filming. I've got a YouTube channel, Peter Ray's Adventures. People like to see what I pick up. And I leave it at that. Sometimes I do. I say I'm a like reseller on that, just a chat. But you can get people a bit like nasty about it, who kind of hate it, and I think, "Ooh, go away." I'm gonna get nasty, but I've seen it, and I'm thinking, but that haven't really kind of happened to me as such, so that's good. Uh, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you need that boost, that boost with you, like grab a bite to eat or have a cup of tea or something, boost you when you're half asleep. Mm. Like the sugar feeling, because you can like eat crap like on a Saturday or Sunday when you're sourcing a car booting that, but you kind of need to try and eat the right things or drink the right things. Well, forget a can of Coke, but that's just me. But like, bring a bottle of water or something. I forget, because it's even when it's cold, it's sweaty. You get so hot, you think, oh, I need water. So you got to go and buy one and waste more money. If you have to bring one, it's good. If I remember, I usually kind of forget anyway. Talking about there. Oh, right, Norcross. Yeah, that's where Zahir and Beck goes quite a lot, and other people. I retired, did love coffee, but don't really do car boots these days. Oh, right. Yeah, down my local one, they have the usual who are contracted every Sunday in the season when it's on. Um, which are like burgers and chips and coffee and that, and they're decent, nothing special, just bog standard food and tea and drinks and that. And then you've got like your slush puppies and stuff, and then you have an ice cream van right at the end, and that does quite well. And hit and miss where when you have like other vendors there, because you've got like the donut store been there for a couple of might no a couple of years since open for COVID, been because they get contracts and they get like um not so much contract. Well, like they have to have a contract to be there for the um what they pay for it, like the pitch fee and that. And but they have had like Greek food and they've have had like coffee people, but not very often at these places. Normally at the smaller ones, Saturday ones, and that, and others they just have one vendor there, which you're thinking, oh, that's crap. Because the Saturday one that's opening in a couple of weeks, the lady who worked there, she did work there last year. The lady who worked there in the vendor, like she was a right nasty cow. Don't get me wrong, I've had words with her. Oh, if I wanted like right sarky lady, but mainly if you get a big car boots, you have 3 or 4 different vendors there and selling stuff, and which is always good because I always need a contract for something. But like each week, sometimes there's different people there. Got the same one of my local, which would be there all the time, like the ice cream, slush puppies, and the standard one with chips and burgers and sausages, not dogs, and all that stuff, and tea and that. But then the others come and go here and there. But because they're not just like doing like one car boot, they go around every like car boot. I think they pick and choose really what car boot is going to be um doing well. Like, but especially when it's hot, you need something there. Otherwise, you got to remember to bring your own food and drinks. Kathy says they're gutted. Just found out that the late start car boot sale is starting up on 14th of May, same day as the Jumble Trail. Oh, how annoying! It's proper annoying though. It's like as I said to you, the Saturday car boot. One that's about 20 minutes away from me, starting on in June because of their landscaping the whole field, so they can't start. So that's how annoying. But it is what it is. But hopefully you have a successful jumble trail in Fleetwood. Cold toast is manky as hell. I'm putting it out there. I prefer hot toast, a bit of butter, a bit of jam. It's a dog's Wotsits, mate. It's a dog's Wotsits. Not cold toast is just wrong. It goes hard, it's cold, manky. But it's what it is. Yeah, people are different anyway. Right. Why? What's Ricky Lee done now? Watch Ricky Lee's video and get educated. What about? I ain't caught up with many videos lately. What's Ricky Lee done now? Ricky Lee. Ricky Lee. Oh, I'll have to have a look. RICKY. Yeah, great YouTuber though, and reseller. Oh, what? Ricky Lee. Ricky resells. Uh. Oh, 2 weeks ago he did the car boot. Yeah, I saw that one. And car boot selling, and he's going a lot. He's going grey, very grey, but yeah, he's He has some good tips though. Don't get me wrong, and he works on his videos literally more than a lot of resellers do. He works on. He doesn't get many out, but ones he does get out, though, he works on them. And the banter, in the charity shops and the actual car boots, the banter is magmotional. It's absolutely brilliant. The best banter from a reseller ever. Ricky Resells. Go and subscribe to him. Proper banter though. If only he banter like that with resellers and traders and that, and he gets it on film. Brilliant. Because there's like others like other YouTubers who are gamers. Mainly do a bit of YouTube and gaming and other odd bits of reselling. Who have got a good banter. I can't remember any of them in particular. Trying to find out. Okay. Take me a while to find out. I've just seen the usuals. Yeah, a lot of them pick up gaming stuff and play gaming. I can't remember now. No, I can't remember. But they go to Carboots, not that far away from me. I can't remember now exactly what ones it is. I'll have to have a quick look up. Oh, someone's messaged me on Instagram. One of my lovely, friendly people I've met at jumble sales about. I don't know what it's about. Probably about some jumble sales. Thank you very much. You know who you are. Let's have a look quickly. I'll go down the chat as well. Yeah, the coronation on 6th of May. Yeah, that's when the local Saturday one is supposed to be starting, which is a pain. I've got so many things I wrote down here. No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Calendar, don't know where it is. Boots, Milford. Might be that one. Might be that one. Ed's Hunts. That's what I'm thinking of. There's another one, but one of them like Ed's Hunts gamers who pick up game stuff and they do a bit of reselling. Ed's Hunts, yeah, he goes to a few about an hour or so away from me. And nice guy. I think I met him once. Ed's Hunts. Ed Hunts, yeah. He does a lot of car boots and stuff. Pick up some bang on bargains, literally. There is loads of others who go to the other car boots, but for now I will. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just found a month ago. James Collects, who's very very well known in the community. James Collects car boot lives. Why has he done a car boot channel? I'm not knocking it, folks. I'm not knocking it. Share screen. Entire screen. Audio. There. Here. James Collects car boot lives. I have to subscribe. None for that. No. Because you got save in here. ABL. He goes all over the place. Yeah. James. I can't spell to save me life. Because he goes to a jumble. He went to a jumble sale about a year ago. That I may go to in a few weeks' time. Yeah, he's doing car boots there. Someone. Oh, so he's live at the car boot sales. Oh, he's doing the old George Ross, is he? Let me just take a picture of that. Let me exit that. I've never seen that before, ever. There you go, folks. I opened a month ago. Um, ever seen this? So I'm just putting it in another chat. There we go. I've never seen that. That's a bit random. I subscribe to see what he does. On his live side of things. So let me just go down the chat. I have a boot sale in the morning, hopefully. Missed the mornings, had to take the mini for it. Ah, yes. Get it in MOT, Richard. And you know where you're going on the old 20th of May. You're coming down here. Say no more, folks. That'll be for another video, which I did last year. But see if you can find that video out. It should be me meeting some legends, hopefully. I always take coffee and tap water to boot sales. I always have water bottle to clean my hands with at the end of a sale. So yeah, I always take wipes to clean my bottom end of my boots. Because it goes well. And that because I like when the bags you put them like boots put them in, like they go straight through the bottom of the bags. Yeah, I saw that. Let me get down to the end of the chat. I'll end the live in a minute, but I do need to remember to take some more water at the car boot because I always forget and I get thirsty. Hey, good day. Appreciate that. Diary Flipper. Oh yeah, 100%. They're definitely yeah. Oh, legend. Did you, by the way, on your Instagram, did you see Papa Roach? Papa Roach. And did Papa Roach have the Don Broco frontman Rob Damani, or whatever pronounce it, from Don Broco? Because in the UK residency tour, Don Broco headlined in front of Papa Roach. Papa Roach had about an hour. Don Broco, when I saw them at the Alexander Palace, I've got that video to come yet, folks. I'm going to edit all together as one video. But I think I saw you in a inside a venue with Papa Roach. Papa fucking Roach. Oh, brilliant band, though. Brilliant band. Because Don Broco are in at the moment, I think, in Australia. D-O-N, but basically another rock band. So if you don't know, get a good picture of him. Don Broco, band from Bedford. They're in Australia at the moment. Let us know. I think I saw that on your Instagram. I meant to mention that too, but I forgot. Live. Yeah, May the 4th, they're in Melbourne. 170 Russell, Melbourne. Saturday the 6th, they're at the Metro Theatre in Sydney. May the 7th, they're in the Triffid in Brisbane Central Business District. And then on the 23rd of May, they go up to do their big, long month and a half tour of America. But they got 3 shows that I think he was there. Let's have a look. Don Broco, Papa Roach. I'm sure it was Papa Roach, yeah. I'm sure I saw it. Yeah, Papa Roach, between angels and insects, Feet Don Broco live in Melbourne. Yes, because they got good friends. They are. And there, you can see that. I can't really get that on there properly, but yeah. Rob Damiani, or we pronounce it, he's half Italian. Anyway, hope you're well, mate. What time is it over there? It's like 10 hours, isn't it? 9, 7, 8 o'clock over there. Buns. Everyone, I've seen so many people say about buns and Moss End. Lucy's Carboots sale on Instagram and channel, she's always going on about buns and. Yeah, Moss End, yes. 48 minutes from here. Every reseller goes there, literally. Every reseller who lives near Bracknell, Crowthorne, Farnborough, Aldershot, Guildford, Woking, Addleston goes there. That's a boot sale. You won't get anything out because it's flipping full of resellers. Where they order. Oh, really? It's a bit random. But, Ricky Lane. What about toast? Of course it is. It's like, who crossed the road first, the chicken or the egg? You want to get that in there? Well, don't start melting toast in the fridge. No. It's like, Michelle, it's like the argument on the tea. What biscuit would you dunk in the tea? Would you go for a bourbon, a chocolate hobnob, custard cream, or just a bog standard just a plain biscuit? Or would you go for like, or would you go adventurous and have a cracker? It's like that, you know what I mean? Oh, don't start that. The milk in. See, milk in last, because you boil the kettle. You put the sugar in. You put the tea bag, because you don't want to put the tea bag in before the sugar goes all over the tea bag. You fill it up, stir it, and make sure the tea bag's all dissolved, and you put it in where you put the tea bag, and then what you do, you put a milk in. I tend to put a bit of milk in, stir it, really stir it, and done. Wallop. Because I have 2 sugars. Can't wait. This is a British fear. Marmite's disgusting. Nice one, Derek. Let us know exactly when your bong video goes live, and I'll try and end the video. Down to you. Because you're about a month behind, aren't you, Derek? Well, I caught twice raiding the garden centre with bin boxes, and they're okay with it, though. Well, good. I get boxes from, either get them off eBay for a packing voucher, or like my mum gets them from her work, or a friend of mine, she does Avon, and she lets me have the boxes, as friends do. You get a load of boxes from that, so we get loads. So I don't really need at the moment to go bin diving or go to the back of Tesco's or Sainsbury's. Right. Let's have a look down the list. It passed, which I thought it would, as only really used it that weekend last year. Talking about Richard Payne's Mini. Just need to change spark plugs and give a bit of service, but really brilliant. I won't say much more than that. But if you can remember last year on a video where I went to see 2 legends, just 2, then have a look, and there'll be more. There'll be a video from that coming. Let's have a look. When is it? Round about a month and probably about a month and a couple of weeks or so. So keep tuned for the channel to see that one. No worries. All right. No worries, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. Oh, okay, right. I'll end the video soon anyway. I've got a billion messages. See why my team's played absolute dog. Oh, well, get out. My team's going to get relegated, Chelsea. Who knows? Someone send me a message. Okay, right. So, next week, I'm hoping that we'll get a load of guests on for my birthday night live. All I need to do beforehand, the weekend, is message some people so they want to come on. And also, I will need to get down the local Sainsbury's and get some beers in. And yeah, because on the Tuesday, the 2nd, because I'm doing my live on the Wednesday, it'd be a bit tricky. Tuesday 2nd, Mum's ordering a takeaway. The takeaway just down about a 6-minute walk from where I am, and you can order a takeaway from a place called the Lucky Five. They open from 4:30 till about 10ish, Tuesday to Sunday. So I ordered a Chinese takeaway. I do like a bit of Chinese. I prefer Chinese to Indian, like curry and that. But that's on Tuesday. So then the Wednesday, obviously, the 3rd is my birthday, and then hoping soon to go on a night out with my mate, best mate I've known for many, many, many years, since I was about 19, 20, about that. And yeah, go for a night out, and been too long. So let's have a look. Okay. Just quickly check that. Moving new partner provider. Realise that half my possessions are in cardboard boxes. Yeah, I can understand that, Michelle. Hopefully, your move goes well for Friday. Resellers are like that, like boxes and stuff. And yeah, I understand. Good luck for the move. Oh yeah, I know. It is what it is. Bumblebee tomorrow now has had some. Oh, okay. Righto. No worries. Derek, let me know when it is. So, thanks everyone for popping in for my live. As I say, next week, hopefully get some guests on for my big birthday bonanza live with a few drinks and a bit of banter. Hopefully editing the video from the storage, G-Rack storage unit. Hopefully get it out on Saturday if I get time tomorrow. What else have we got? And then maybe the weekend I'll probably do my gaming live. And yeah, definitely, Derek. Yeah, I'll message you all on Saturday as well as Monkey Thrifter and whoever else wants to pop in my live. Got about 10 spaces on the stream. I pay for the one of the packages for StreamYard. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Like, share, and subscribe. Got any comments? Pop them in the comment section below, and check my eBay store out as well. And I'll have to check out what James Collects have been banging on about once again on his new Carboot Live channel. And keep up the content on as well for more content on his channel and all that sort of stuff. And like, share, and subscribe. Catch you later. Take care. See you, folks. Thanks for popping in.